Their MLB algorithm update for the 23rd, Saturday, July. Got the Google Sheet up a little late today. So I've been thinking a lot about baseball because I spent a few too many hours paying attention to baseball today. It's getting in the way of other things, and we're just barely halfway through the season. I made it known to everyone who subscribes to this multiple times that throughout the season it's a really long season, and to do this every day requires a lot of effort. And so I asked for compensation and I did not receive answers. So I'm assuming people just don't care about this all that much. And you could, I understand if you're betting big money and do what I say to do, which is bet the teams that have an MXP factor above 20. Those games went 5-1 today. And when you look at those in a round robin format, you would have made money. You would have about doubled your money doing a round robin with these. You also could take taking these teams -1.5. They all covered -1.5, every single one of them, except the Yankees, of course, blowing a game and losing it to the Orioles. So there were ways to get other lines. So in that sense, what the algorithm does, pushing games up to the top, and then below MXP of 20 is where you start to have these close games that ended up being losses. Philadelphia, the Mets. Cleveland wins one of the games, but they don't win the other one. Arizona's crushing Washington right now, like 7-2. St. Louis out hit Cincinnati, and Milwaukee blew away Colorado, although it thought that this was going to be a closer game, being all the way down here at a low MXP anyway. So it looks like a day where Kansas City also won. That was kind of an underdog, and Pittsburgh won. So it looks like we did beat the odds makers again. It does what it does. We beat the odds makers. I know we beat the professor again. Algorithm just beats stuff. But it's not doing it for me. Like this is not interesting enough for me to spend my life doing this every day. So what I've done is I've removed a price from the product, but I'm also not gonna, update this except for people who are contacting me directly and compensating me every day. And I mentioned that a few times in the videos, but this is what it looks like in practice, which is you come into the file and there's nothing here. There's nothing here because I'm doing something else with my life that day, and people didn't want to pay me. Just because you paid me once a month ago, or something like that, $30 or something, does not mean that I'm working the entire year for you. You have the file. I've sent you links to videos. You should have seen the videos for how to update the algorithm. You can do it yourself. I've provided it for you. So this is the last baseball video I'm doing this year. And I'm sorry for those who subscribe for baseball, but I just took a look at my life and realized how unhappy I was doing this every day and trying to get money out of people who, I mean, the sports better is an interesting type of person. There's some of you, like I've gotten some emails from people where they're like sob stories and stuff where people are like, I don't know if they're making stuff up or they're just trying to make me feel bad to like send them stuff for free. And I was like, if you're in a situation where you're trying to do this to pay medical bills for your kid or something like that, like I don't want to be feeding this to you. Like I don't want to be supporting that kind of habit. That's not what I did this for. I did this to show that I could use the properties of the way we do analysis, data analysis, to beat statistics professors, to beat odds makers, and to basically be the most predictive model that's ever been created. Ironically, people that are using this and making money, very, 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 very few, 98% of you don't want to share, don't want to, share in that because of what I provided you and taught you. You just want to be greedy and keep it. Or you're losing money. That's the other option is you're losing. I've lost the last month and a half. I've had a terrible run, even though it's not a lot of money. It's annoying just to sit and watch and lose stuff late every day. On a sport that I don't want to watch. I don't like baseball. Like I did this for my grandpa. He's not around anymore. So I just had to cut everybody off. So if you want this and you care about it and you bet a lot of money, be prepared to, when you contact me, to compensate me appropriately for it. And then I will stop and I will do it for you for that day and I'll send you on your way. But other than that, I'm just done with baseball. So good luck, everyone. Enjoy your baseball season. I will be back for football, a sport I want to watch, a sport that has, big days, like 1 or 2 days a weekend when you really need to focus on it, not every single day of your life. I mean, Saturday mornings when I start getting text message like being like, "Where's the file?" I want to be like, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?" Like, the amount of money you gave me does not buy me a cup of coffee for the number of days you think that I'm working for you, and I'm not working for you. You chose not to learn Microsoft Excel and take my advice and do it for yourself and take control. You chose to be dependent on me doing it. So if I haven't done it for the day, it's because I haven't had time to do it for the day. And I have other things to do other than prepare the most predictive sports model for baseball when I haven't made a fortune off of it. It doesn't work like that. It's a different way. You have to invest larger amounts of money and play premium games and have swings where you lose money. That is not what it's gambling, and it's not what I want to do with my life. So even though I have to say no because there are other things that are more important. All right. So good luck, everybody. May all your picks be winning.